Thank you. I'm Abe Layden. I don't know if you recognize me from any of the videos. I want to begin, by the way, with a quick PSA. As many of you know from the online disclaimer that came with the tickets, your presence here is consent to search your vehicles. And so that's taking place right now. Heavy emphasis on the school board. I don't know how that happened, but it's just a joke. It's a joke. It's unless they find something, and then it's not a joke. But it's, for right now, it's a joke. Listen, I am super impressed with the stuff that goes on in the county that I really don't track. And one of the awards that stuck out to me was up on the screen there. It was the rodeo. Did you see that? 2025 Most Improved Rodeo. And it makes you wonder, what the hell happened in 24? I mean, did we lose people in the mutton busting thing? I mean, a couple kids just stopped? But congratulations on the rodeo thing. It is the most improved. I think you can only get it once, unless there's another tragedy. More serious approach here. Inside this room with us right now is a legend. And you probably don't know who it is. You may not recognize them by name or in person, but for what we do in the criminal justice world, Eva Wilson is a legend. It is the work that we do, it is uncommon to find someone that does this year after year, decade after decade for even 30 years. Hell, I've left this profession 3 times, twice to chase money and once because the law made me. But I keep coming back. But happy are those who have found their passion and stick with it. And I want to point to some metric that would highlight what Eva has done for our community over the past, not 20, not 30, but over 40 years as a prosecutor. But see, we don't make anything. We don't have any widgets. I don't have a number I can point to or say this number of trials, because we're in the business of justice and we're in the business of public safety. And for the last 40 plus years, Eva Wilson has been a part of that process at every single level. There are countless jurors, myriad victims to whom she's brought justice. Cases that you may have heard about or read about but didn't know they were Eva's. One for sure you did. Back in 1993, when a disgruntled former employee walked into a place called Chuck E. Cheese and tried to murder 5 of his coworkers and was successful in 4. Eva Wilson has been the tip of the spear for prosecution in this state, but in this community for a long, long time. She was earlier in her career awarded the Outstanding Prosecutor in the state of Colorado. Recently, she was awarded the Sean May Award for Sustained Excellence. I was thrilled to have Eva work for me. She'd never worked for me in her career or in my career. And I thought I would get her for the whole first term or one term of that I was in office. But you know, along the way, what you realize is doing this job comes at a cost. It's not an 8 to 5 gig, it's more than that. And even when you're not reading a file or talking to an officer or a victim, you carry the things that you see, that you deal with in your heart. And it affects you and it affects your family. And she's done this now without a single complaint for 40 years. And then there was this day some weeks ago that Eva walked into my office and said, "I'm ready. I want to retire." And I listened to those words and I got a little choked up. And I said, "You are a selfish woman. You cannot leave us. We deserve to have you until I leave office." And it made no impact on her. She decided that it was time to give herself back to her family. And her husband, by the way, 44 years as a police officer out of Aurora, is here too, Robert Wilson. Let's give it up for that right there. Guy's been waiting, right? He retired. He's been waiting. And so it was a great honor when these three gentlemen to my left said, you know what, we want to do something special for Eva too. We want to recognize the greatness that is Eva. There is no other prosecutor in the state of Colorado that has the experience that Eva has. Losing her is going to be a problem because we can't replace her. We can only fill her position and hope that person over the course of decades grows into the kind of leader and the prosecutor that she is. If I were going to pay her the biggest compliment I can, and I've told her this before, when I wanted to run for DA, I called Eva first. And I said, if you're going to run, I'm not going to run. I want to support you. That's how much I think of Eva Wilson. And I think we all owe her and her family a great debt of gratitude, and I am honored to say she's the first prosecutor admitted into the Douglas County Hall of Fame. Thank you, Eva. Come on up, Eva. Come on.
Almost there. Thank you.
Well, that better not be a bribe. Oh, okay.
She's not a public official anymore, right?
Close. 3 weeks, 3 weeks.
All right, well, we'll investigate.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
And Eva, if you'd like to say
I cannot tell you what an honor this is. I've been a resident of Douglas County since 1994, and public service and prosecution has been my honor and my commitment. And I love working for all of you. I love working for victims. And if it wasn't for the fact that I have a brand new grandson in North Carolina that could use his grandparents for a couple of months to come a lot closer to home, and we're not moving, we will never leave this beautiful county. But I just want you to know, George Brockler is an amazing DA, and he has brought public safety to be a real thing for this county. And I could not be more honored to work for him and to have worked for all of you. And this is a treasure I don't deserve, but I'll happily accept. Thank you all.